What if you could have everything you wanted in life at a snap of a finger? Like seriously, what if you could just wake up and just be like, I want to take a trip. I want to take a trip to the UK, to the Bahamas, to Jamaica. I feel like driving a Ferrari. I feel like driving a Lamborghini today. Like what if you could just wake up and just whatever your heart desires, it just happens. Now, what if everybody in the world could do the same thing? Everybody in the world could just wake up and just get everything their heart desires at a snap of a finger. It sounds perfect, right? It sounds like a dream come true. It sounds like, okay, like where you going with this? Like that's perfect. That's what we want. That's perfect. But what if I told you that would be the worst thing to ever happen? That would be the worst thing that ever happened because there would be no balance in life. There will be no balance in life. Life is about good, bad. It has to balance out. You would all those things that I said you could get at the snap of a finger. You will love them, but only up to a certain extent. It's only for so long you would be appreciative of them. It's only for so long you would treat that Lamborghini, that Ferrari, as precious as you deem it, because it's something that you couldn't really see yourself with. But imagine everybody could to do the same thing as you. Everybody could do the same thing as you. Everybody could just snap their finger and drive the same car as you, go to the same places as you, go at the same restaurants as you, do everything you could do. You wouldn't be appreciative of it because it would be so common. Because nobody had to work for it. It would be so common. It would be just like nothing. You would treat it like nothing because it would be so common for you. So it has to be a balance in life. It has to balance out some way. It has to balance out some way. And I know it's not always good because I know it's not always good because I'm like, hey, life is not easy. I understand that. I understand life is not easy, but it does has to balance out some way. Like you wouldn't appreciate the things you work for, or you wouldn't appreciate the good times if it wasn't for hard times. You wouldn't appreciate it. You wouldn't appreciate the things you work for because you didn't have to put the blood, the sweat, the tears into it. You just got it at the snap of a finger. You wouldn't appreciate it. So that's all I'm saying. Like if you was to have everything you want in life at a snap of a finger, yes, for the first couple of years, yes. But I'm not talking just you. I'm talking everybody in the world. Everybody in the world. I'm not talking just you. Yes, you would appreciate it to see everybody happy, everybody living their best life, everybody have unlimited amount of funds, everybody doing what they want to do. Like society will be society will literally be hit rock bottom. To be honest with you, everybody having everything they want. Nobody's gonna want to work. Nobody's gonna want to. Nobody's gonna want to. You know, come up with the next big idea. Nobody's gonna want to do nothing. Nobody's gonna want to do nothing. Everybody just gonna just everybody life is just gonna be on fun mode 24/7. Fun mode 24/7. Nobody's gonna want to do nothing. So that's the problem. That's why it has to be a balance. That's why it has to be a balance. That's why it has to be a little bit of rain for you to appreciate the sun. You're not gonna appreciate the sun if you don't get a little bit of rain. And that even works vice versa. You're not gonna appreciate the rain if you don't get no sun. Did I say that right? Did I say that right? Appreciate the rain. Okay, you're not gonna appreciate the rain if it's never sunny, and you're not gonna appreciate the sun if it never rains. Some shit like that. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm just coming off the top of my head. I'm gonna look back on it. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. You guys are very smart. You guys are very intelligent. You understand what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying. But it has to be a good and a bad. It has to be yin and a yang. So that's all I'm saying, guys. That's all I'm saying, guys. So I know life is not easy. I know it's not easy, but honestly, this is the way it should be. This is the way it has to be. This is the way it has to be. Because if it was all bad, life would be hell. If it was all bad, if it was all good, life would be hell. Like society would not want to do nothing. There would be no new infrastructures, no new nothing. There would be no reason to wake up in the morning. Because the reason you wake up in the morning to go to work is not because you love going to work. It's not because you love your coworkers. No, it's because you're trying to better yourself. You're trying to make a few dollars. That's why you're going to work. You want to take care of your family. You want to save up and do things you want to do. So, but when you get those things, you're going to appreciate it because you know how hard you work for it. So you're going to appreciate it even more. But if everyone's to get everything at a snap of a finger, you wouldn't appreciate nothing because it's so easy to maintain. That's why I'm gonna give you a good example. I'm gonna give you a good example of why. This is why porn is bad. This is why porn is bad because instead of you going out talking to the girl, getting her number, doing the whole little dates, going through the whole trials and tribulations of dating, getting to know somebody. Instead of doing all of that, you could literally just go on your phone, typing whatever you into, and you could get it instantly. Don't even have to work for it. Don't nothing. You just get it instantly. And it's bad because it gives you a hit of dopamine, a certain hit of dopamine that you don't have to work for, and it makes you contempt. It makes you lazy. It makes you why bother? Why even bother? Why even bother go talk to that pretty girl I like? Because I can see all the pretty girls I want off my phone. So you get what I'm saying, right? You get why it's horrible to have everything you want at a snap of a finger. I understand you want to be a millionaire. I understand you want to be a billionaire. I understand that. But those are stuff that is better. It's better to receive when you work for it. It's better to receive when you work for it. If somebody come to you right now and hand you $1 million, and you don't put no type of work into it, I guarantee you within that year, 2 years, you would blow it. You will blow it on absolutely BS because you have no money management. You didn't work for it, so you don't really care about it. So you just blown it on things your heart desire. Then you'll be back to square one. Now, if you work for it, you'll be like, okay, I work for this money, so let me figure out how I can wisely spend it and wisely build opportunities for myself, build opportunities for my family, so on and so forth. You get what I'm saying, right? That's why it's better to work for stuff. It's better to work for stuff because you cherish it more. You treat it more kindly. You wouldn't treat it like trash. If you could get a new iPhone anytime you want at your disposal, you wouldn't care if you would just treat the one you have like garbage because you know you could just get another one, so you treat it like garbage. But if you had to work for it and put time and effort and you spend your own hard-earned dollars on it, man, you treating that like a baby. You treating that like a baby. Same thing with your car. Same thing with your house. Same thing with anything. Anything you had to work for, you treat it 10 times better. I promise you, anything you work for, you treat it 10 times better than if it was given to you or it just magically fell out of the sky. That's all I'm saying. That's the whole point of this video. So I understand. It's plenty of days I wish I could just snap my fingers and just get everything my heart desires. There's plenty of days I wish I could just snap my fingers and just get everything my heart desires. But I understand that when I work for it, it means more. It means more. It means not everybody can obtain, because not everybody has a certain discipline I had to put in to get it. So not everybody can obtain it. So it means more is more precious to you than if everybody on the if I work for a car and I know it's a very valuable car, and I know I had to lock in. I had to be focused. I had to be disciplined just to obtain this for probably months upon months and months just to get it. When I get it, I'm gonna treat it with respect and care. When you see it on the road, people are gonna look at it in awe because they're like, dang, how did he get that? But imagine if everybody could get that same car at the snap of a finger. Would you feel the same about your car? If everybody could get the same thing you have at the snap of a finger. Yes. I'm not saying, of course, it's some people watching like, oh, but what are you talking about? That's like the greatest thing ever. Like, I would love that. I would love that. Bro, shut up. That's not for you. Shut up. Because you're looking for the easy way out. You're looking for the handouts. Bro, do something with your life. Put in the effort, put in the work. It's not going to be easy. I can't stress this enough. I'm not saying anything is easy. I can't stress this enough. Put in the effort, do the work, and what you reap is what you sow. Be disciplined. Put some, man. I'm telling y'all, man. I wouldn't be speaking if I was talking BS. Like, I know what I'm talking about. So, but yeah, I just want y'all to look at it. I just want y'all to look at life from a different perspective. I just want you to change your perspective and be like, dang, you know what? I may not have what I want right now. And it would be good if it just fall out the sky into my lap. It would be amazing. But if I could do that every day at the drop of a dime, it would lose value. It will lose value. But when you work for it and you put in the time, you put in the effort, then you work so hard and you finally achieve something, man, you're gonna treat that like a newborn baby. I promise you. I promise you. The same thing. I'm gonna give you another analogy. What if let's say you go into the gym, you're trying to build some muscle. Imagine you don't even have to go to the gym. Imagine you could just snap your fingers and just put on 100 pounds of muscle and be the next big bodybuilder or the next big fitness model, or to get the greatest BBL or BBL. I mean, you don't really have to work for that. You can just put in the money for that. But I'm talking naturally. You wouldn't cherish it. You wouldn't cherish it. That's why when you see a guy with big muscles, you usually look at him like, wow, how did you do that, Bubba? Because it's not easy. Not everybody could do it. Like, boom. Not everybody could do it. I'm telling you, not everybody could do it. So when you see the guy, you look at him like, okay, how'd you do that? Well, when you see that young woman, you're like, dang, like you fit. Like, how'd you do that? Not everybody could do it. Not everybody has the discipline to do it. That's all I'm saying. Not everybody could do it. So just put the work in. That's all. Just put the work in. Just put the work in. Just put the work in. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to keep saying it over and over and over and over and over again. Just, you understand the message I'm trying to send. Just put the work in. Just put the work in. You're gonna appreciate it way more. You're gonna appreciate it way more. You're gonna appreciate it way more. Imagine all those athletes you look up to in the NBA, the NFL, blah blah blah. Imagine they had to put the work in. You think they just snapped their fingers and woke up and just got drafted? No, they had to put the work in. And if everybody could have go to the NFL, NBA, it would not be special. It wouldn't mean nothing. It wouldn't mean nothing. If you could have just wake up and just say, I feel like going to the NBA today. Shoot some hoops, make a couple $1 million. I feel like doing that. It would not be, what would be special about it? Like, what would be special about it? Nothing. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I know it's just a little long rant. Just a little long rant. And I'm this is my first car video back at I've done in a minute. So yeah, I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be back. Shout out to everybody who's been watching. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting. I love y'all because you don't have to be here. You can be watching anybody in the world, but you're here watching me. So thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. And God bless. And y'all have a great, wonderful life. Peace.